Isn't it true that when you did Karate Kid 3, you went to an open call?
My martial arts studio in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, fell eventually under the umbrella of something called the Japan Karate Federation, and a gentleman named Fumio Demura was the head of it. Sensei Demura also happened to be Pat Morita's stunt double, and he knew that I was out here and I was trying to get my acting career going. And he said, Sean, they do an open call. You go make audition. So I decided rather than do that, I was going to find out who the casting director was. And I went to the casting director's office the day before. And I said, hey, listen, I'm a real actor. I've got my SAG card. I've done one episode of a show that's probably about to get canceled. Can I audition for you? And she said, no. And so I went to this open call. There must have been 2,000 people there.
Did you ever speak to the casting agent after that?
I never spoke to her again.
Wow.
I never spoke to her again.
Boy, she ate her words, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And, I'll tell you something. I wasn't the first choice. I went in, I screen tested, and I thought I crushed it. And I did, actually. I did a great job, but they wound up hiring somebody else. And I was devastated. And as luck would have it, about 10 days later, they fired the kid and they remembered me and they called me back.
Wow.
And I got the role, and it was mind-boggling,
Little bit of history. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Hey, y'all. Oh, what's up, Serena? What's good?
Hey. I didn't even know that.
Right? I was in other lives, sometimes I'll give like little tidbits of the movie we're about to watch, but I find that it messes it up for me because I haven't seen it yet. So I'm like, we're just gonna go backwards.
Oh.
Because I was like, especially with part 4 or Karate Kid 2010, I never saw this, so I don't want them to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait,
what?
You saw the new movie?
I did. I have a couple of crazy stories. I'm deciding what do I want to share, what I don't want to share. I won't spoil the movie. All I'll say is watch the post credit. I'm glad that I did these watch parties with Tori because I got to appreciate a couple of things that I would went right over my head.
I told everybody, yes. Oh my
god. However, Cobra Kai would have enhanced a couple of other things, but it's not necessary. But I was one of the few people who was like, ah! And they were like, what? But it was cool. It's funny though. I thought my movie was at 7:00. You want to gag? It was at 5:45.
I thought that's what you said initially.
So I have another movie I was supposed to see. That one's for 7, and I must have mixed up the days and everything.
Oh.
And fighting for my life with this eye has been on the positive, the eye's getting better, but I still might have to go get help but at least like every 2 to 3 hours, it's opening up more. So the medicine's clearly working, but my concern is, did I wait too long? You know what I'm saying? So it's so crazy, like because of the pandemic and everybody boosting stores, it's so hard to get simple things. So I had to order it as opposed to just walking to a freaking store. Listen, for everyone who's boosting, you hurt your community. And when I mean community, I actually like live in Manhattan. And if you struggle in Manhattan, could you imagine like a small borough or a small town? Please stop boosting. You mess it up for everybody. Just saying. There should have been a simple walk into the store, walk out. And I'm like, where's Walgreens? Where's CVS? Where's Rite Aid? I mean, it's not saying they don't exist. They're just not as easily accessible as they used to be. Of course, they exist for the 5 that still didn't get robbed. But yeah. So at least I have something over my glasses, right? It's a patch to go over your glasses so you can still get air because you can't really cover a sty, but it allows me to like not over, 1, don't scare you with my eye, and 2, like it less strain on the eye. So, I'm seeing weird vision, but we'll keep it moving.
Oh gosh. Wait, so how many people were in your theater? Was it just like quiet?
Relatively low, because I went to 2 theaters. I went to my real one at 5:45. I was like, oh, there's no trailers. And then I looked, I said, oh shoot, the movie's playing. And then I actually have a picture. The poster did say 5:45. I still didn't think of the number. I said, well, maybe they haven't changed and updated for the 7 o'clock because I got there like at 7:10. And so thank God Regal had other karate shows playing. I found the next one, which is 7:20. I saw what didn't sell and I snuck my butt right in there. I didn't even ask anybody to fix it. I fixed it myself. I was like, girl.
I ain't even mad at you.
Because I was like, when you ask, then people can tell you no, right? No. Just go. So, yeah.
So, did you like it? Did you like it?
I liked it. I don't want to give anything away because I know you and I are going to have a review after you see it. I would see it again, but I wish I did have time to see Cobra Kai. But plus, remember, I didn't see the 4th part, and I fell asleep in some of part 3. So it's no biggie.
Well, the 4th one, I don't think is really connected. Well, it might be. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. But they, from the Cobra Kai universe, what I saw before the movie came out, they said the 4th one is not really necessary. Now, when it comes to this one, I'm not sure. I don't feel like it is. Okay. But maybe there is something in there that goes along with it. But like, dang, I wish we could have got Cobra Kai in. It's okay because it might make sense when we are able to watch it.
Well, you know what though? It kind of stands on its own as well because you get some exposition about or backstory about the Miyagi's house and the Han's house, right?
Did you saw his house in there? They still have it.
Well, they explain that. So let's. So I was like, oh, if I never saw it, at least in the I love the opening. I can't wait to review it. I don't want to mess it up.
But I love that they still have details like that because I saw it in the trailer. I love that they still have Miyagi's house. Like that house is now. I don't want to say anything. I don't know. They probably said it, but I don't know. But you haven't seen Cobra Kai, so I'm a hush.
Right. I only know certain things because of TikTok and the shorts. That's why I had to get out of the TikTok rabbit hole because I was like, oh, TikTok is messing stuff up for me by accident, including for Cobra Kai. So I was informed of something through TikTok, but I'm not gonna lie, it made something really cool at the end. That's why I said make sure you stay for the post credits. I was like, what?
Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, it's like don't be so quick to run out. But yeah, I would see it again. I might if I could just get this eye to cooperate, because I don't know if I want to see Lino and Stitch right now. Keeping it real with you, I think Lino and Stitch is probably a good movie, but I don't know if Disney will ever watch my lives. But I'm gonna say this: Disney released too much stuff too soon, and then in general, like too much stuff was released too soon, right? So for a Star Wars fan, we had Revenge of the Sith, we had Thunderbolts, which is also Marvel. I'm sorry, Marvel slash, Star Wars, and then we had Lilo and Stitch. So you had a Star Wars, a classic, and a Marvel. And if you're like me, I want to watch things over. I want to deep dive. And then we had Andor that turned out to be a huge hit. We're still talking about Andor, and it's been over for 2 weeks. So I felt like I'm not going to rush my consumption because everybody wants to put stuff all together. Then you have Karate Kid. Then you have Mission Impossible. So in other words, they never let people like us say, you know what? Let me see all the Lino and Stitch. Let me go see Mr. There was just no time for it. Not unless it's my real job. Unless YouTube's my real job. Please make that possible by please supporting us with our affiliate links, super chats, and so on and so forth. But I kid, but I'm and you know me, Star Wars is always going to come first, like in terms of consumption, then Marvel. I'm glad that you had us do this though. This was really cool to have done. Yeah. So I say all that. I might get rid of my Lino and Stitch ticket to go see Karate Kid again because I feel like I need to see 3 all over without falling asleep, and definitely 4. And it's funny, one of the TikToks cracked me up. Remember I said, oh, this feels like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
Somebody was calling the third one satire. And I'm like, yeah.
It was very goofy, and I feel like the
Yes.
element that made it super goofy was the two villains. Now, what's gonna be crazy is I don't want to give. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because you don't even know. But anyway, but yeah, the writing for that one was very different. The way the characters had themselves, or the way the characters were portrayed, was very different. Because as I don't know, when you see Cobra Kai, like things are gonna be different. I feel like it was different. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
So even some of the shots, some of the close-ups, it looked like someone was trying to make fun of how they shoot the movies. It just felt so, like you said, goofy, comedic. It didn't suck. It just felt out of place, if that makes any sense. Like the first one was so strong. The second one was good because you get a background of Miyagi and from where he comes from. And then the third one, I was just like,
the third one,
it was good, but it was just weird.
It felt continued because they were coming back from the vacation in Okinawa, but the story plot just did not feel connected to the other ones. But that's why I said because if it hadn't been for Cobra Kai, like it would still feel that way. But because of Cobra Kai and the great writers, it gave importance to the third story plot.
All right.
And it gave it a full circle type thing. Like it gave it meaning, like more meaning than just a goofy movie or the movie that didn't like hold up to the other two. And it also gave even more backstory. So certain things that were said in the third one wasn't just necessarily BS. It made sense. Because when I was first watching the third one, I was like, oh yeah, they're just saying that. He's just saying that to be goofy. Or just saying making that up. But then they made it have meaning. It wasn't just goofy. It was actually I was like, oh, okay, wow.
Well, we will let the audience vote. I'm going to say mid-July-ish on if we want to move forward with Cobra Kai. I honestly would have went for it, but unfortunately, I have Star Wars obligations to finish up, and then we have the Iron Heart, and plus, me and Tori are also from the Jackson family background. June is a busy month for us in general. Whether we travel or not, because either we do online stuff for like June 25th. So in other words, we'll put a pin in it on the vote. But no matter what you guys pick Cobra Kai.
When you said pick Cobra Kai?
Yes, I pick Cobra Kai.
Please pick Cobra Kai. Please pick Cobra Kai.
Because I know the schedule might be tough on you, but there might be nights I'll be by myself, or maybe I can get someone to come and help me out. But I'll be honest, this has been a successful watch party series. I think officially the Karate Kid series, even if this one flops tonight, has been the most successful lives. I think it's the special guest that has helped a lot because you have great commentary and you're a great energy. I'm lucky that we have found each other through the magical world of traveling.
I'm glad I'm glad I got you to do this and then you're open to do it because I'll be telling people like even like in real life at work and stuff, I tell them like get into it, get into the universe, get into the Karate Kid universe. No, they don't want to, or they might think it's corny, or they might think it just sucks. I'm like, no, it's so good. Like it's a lot of goofiness and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I just gotta find people who like the '80s or like is open to the '80s and stuff. Because nobody really listens to
anything pop culture and cool. Like me, Tori. It's like I love TV. Look what Serena said. See, we got one vote in.
You got my vote too.
Well, if you guys want a more of a commercial-free environment, then I would definitely suggest Cobra Kai because my Disney tier unfortunately will not be free of commercials until November, December. So, you know, I want to finish the whole MCU thing, but the commercials do kind of like drag it down a little bit. I don't mind commercials like here and there, but you doing this every Monday, you're like, wait. But yeah, for sure. Heavy consideration of a strong yes. Um,
Mhm.
so in case you guys don't know, the movie's officially out. Um,
Wait, it has ads on
oh, I
Prime?
didn't know Prime has ads.
There's no way.
Well, you know what?
Hold
That's
up.
okay. I do have a. You know what we'll do? We'll just pause the.
It has an ad at the beginning, but
Okay,
okay, well maybe it'll show up at the same time as each other, so we can just pause it.
it's going to be tricky. I think that's the number one issue with the stopwatch, or even when we don't have the stopwatch. It's like sometimes you'll get ads, we won't get ads. So I'm like, but
Oh, it does have ads.
no worries, we'll work around it.
Oh wait, did I purchase the ads or no ads? I did not mean to do that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think it has an ad in the beginning,
Okay,
but maybe it doesn't show the dot. You know how it shows you where it's gonna be on the slider thing where you pick what timestamp you want to stop at. It doesn't show the dot. It just shows it at the beginning,
okay.
but it should be fine. I think.
We're gonna
Hopefully.
find out the hard way.
Why they
um,
put ads on everything?
so the results, the amount of people that voted on this question was mind blowing. Thank you. I think over 140 people respond. Results will be at the end. Only a handful voted for the second question, but we will reveal it at the end of this post. So here's a couple of fun facts of Karate Kid 2010. This featured uh Kung Fu, right? Kung Fu, and
Kung Fu.
and even though it was recognized to retain the title for the brand recognition. This was filmed in China in iconic locations, including the Great Wall and the Forbidden City. And this grossed 350 million worldwide, but only on a 40 million budget. Now that's a major flex.
Yeah. This movie was huge. And that's why, like, I'm literally so glad that they keep doing this Karate Kid thing because now the next generation can see it. So, like, I'm trying to see if I can get my nephew into it because he's like that middle school age. And I remember when this movie came out, I was in the summer program and we would go see movies like once every week, and this was one of the movies. And I remember before we went, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go see the new Karate Kid," and these girls had already seen it. They were like, "Yo, the movie's so good!" Da da da. And at the time, everybody was Justin Bieber crazy, so they were really excited because Justin Bieber was in, like, a song was in there or whatever. But I remember watching that movie. You ever like watch a movie and you walk out the theater feeling like the main character, like your life feels
Well,
changed?
honestly, I can see the whole appeal of karate because of just the movies alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way for self-defense. It builds confidence. It's another way to keep fit. Yeah, yeah. The list goes on. If they ever offer karate classes in New York for free, because I don't have money yet, not claiming being broke, I would do it in a heartbeat. I did it when I was younger. My church used to have like martial arts specialists come in all the time to teach us. I kind of stuck with it, but you know, it's never too late to restart something that you love.
Mm-hmm.
My fun finds come with more stories. Sorry,
Uh-oh.
but not sorry.
Oh no.
We'll start with the positive. AMC had free bracelets and Regal had the free posters. One of my posters got messed up because there was just so much going on, but I'll show it to you.
So I need to bring rubber band. Okay.
Where is it? There we go.
So cool.
So this is minus it being wrinkled. This is like the standard size of the free posters that you'll get. This again was at Regal. If anybody wants to find the exact location I went to, it's a 42nd Street by 8th Avenue, right adjacent to the Five Below. You guys know I love Five Below. And so for those who collect free movie posters like I do, these are some of my other movie posters. It's the same size as a standard, like a 17 by I don't want to give the exact measurements, but I'll leave the links in the bottom because I'm not sure if you guys saw my, let me see, my video about finding posters for like the King of Popcorn events. It's the same size. So with that being said, I got like 10 posters for like $30 or something. They're plastic, it's not high quality, but it takes it to the next level. So when you
Wait, how did you get 2?
Chad, I got 3. I got one for you. I got one for me, and one's in my frame.
I'm gonna cry.
You know how to get you one. You know how hard it is to get posters? Because once people get wind of it, they go quick. Sometimes they'll get extras just so they can resell it. And, you know, I ain't got time for the shenanigans. I got one for you for sure.
Thank you.
So this is really cool. This will be our little memory. Every time I look in the kitchen, I'm going to go, I remember doing this watch party because Tori said you need to bring Cobra Kai and Karate Kid in your life. Let me just make sure I don't mess up your poster. Hold on. Where did I put the poster? Okay, your poster's safe. We're good.
Oh my gosh.
No, and I mean, the whole experience at Regal was amazing. I honestly wish I could say the same about AMC. So I'm gonna come from a perspective of grace and for someone that used to work for a movie theater. I will start with the perspective of grace. Working for a movie house is one of the hardest jobs you could do because they never close, they close late, and they're very underpaid workers. And if you work in the Times Square, which is literally the most chaotic area in the city, I'm sure it comes with unique challenges, right? Because I worked in movie houses uptown and we didn't have a lot of problems because it's uptown. It's like it's different. So that's my grace. Where I am a little annoyed, and I'm going to get into that in a second. When I tried to get popcorn buckets, Regal had nothing. All they had was Mission Impossible and a Thunderbolts. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't want that. AMC, they would not let me go past the ticket booth or the part where they take the tickets because they were like, oh, you have to have a ticket to buy concession. So I said, sir, I have tickets for a future show. And I could show you I have future tickets. And he's like, no, I need it for today. And he was nice about it. He was nice. That's what I'm going to give him grace, but I'm going to this is where I get upset at the manager and him. I said, hi, I will not buy the concession because I understand the popcorn buckets in general are a big issue, right? Because people like to resell it, or basically you're getting rewarded for getting your ticket for the first day. So that's the rational side of me. What I wasn't understanding was why couldn't I get video or pictures of the popcorn buckets? And then I told him I was doing it for social media. I said, I promise I won't buy the buckets. And the guy, maybe because I changed my wig, he was helping me the last time I was at AMC because I had a lot of AMC money. And he goes, oh, you could use it for movie tickets too. And I said, oh, I didn't know it. I didn't know that, but thank you. So he is nice. But I felt like between him and I'm going to say manager. I'm not even sure if you called the manager. You know, it was just like, I didn't want to be a jerk either because it's just like, you are supposed to respect what they're saying. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to buy a bucket. I have tickets for another day. Can I just get pictures? And they were like, no. So I don't have any pictures of what the AMC buckets look like. Regal had none. And then it's so crazy. I'm not going to shout out the theaters that do let me get buckets without tickets, but I'll put it like this. 99.9% of the theaters that I ever go to, Regal or AMC, always lets me buy the buckets without a daggone ticket. You feel me? This is my first time I've ever been stopped.
I'm going to try it.
But it might be over the Lino and Stitch thing. So that's the issue. The Lino and Stitch buckets was causing the problem. So I'm like, again, giving grace for someone that works in customer service and worked in movie house for years. But at the same time, it was a very annoying situation. I was like, bro, you're not making, and I told him, I said, sir, that's not making any sense. I'm like, I was even willing to leave my bag behind. I was like, because I'm like, I'm not going to sneak in the theater. It was look how empty it was. Look how empty.
Yeah. So do you think next time you go see it, you'll try AMC?
AMC what? Oh, you not at 42nd Street, but yeah, sure.
Okay, maybe you could like before you buy your ticket, like try and buy your ticket the day of that you plan on going, but call before and be like, "Hey, do you have any? I was wondering if you."
No, there's a 9 times out of 10, I could just go to the theater tomorrow, both Regal and AMC without this guy being at the post and go get the freaking bucket. Make it make sense.
Wow.
I can
I'm
see
mad.
I've never been given access before. I said, I always been given access. Especially if you have a ticket. It's just not for that day. It was just weird.
Wow, I'm mad Regal doesn't have one. That's weird.
Well, it might remember. I think they're supposed to drop tomorrow, but it was weird. The tickets sold today. That's why I was like, what?
But no, they were at my theater, Regal. They had the grand theater, like the premiere theater, open today for the movie.
Yeah, but
So,
not to have the buckets was weird. But
I don't know.
Regal's
I'll ask them if they have a bucket.
But this is what I love about Regal. And Regal, I have to give them props on this. Their customer service is better. Sorry. And if I was to show Regal that I had my ticket purchased yesterday, but there were no buckets available that day, they would let me in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you have to make it make sense. Plus, again, I'm not going to say your name, but we have spoken before, Mr. Concession Guy. I had tickets for a future movie. All you had to say was, "Oh, let me see your ticket." He was like, "No, I need it for today." And he was saying it nice. He wasn't saying it with the attitude I'm having, but I just felt like you weren't being fair because I was trying to like compromise and you just wasn't. So all I got from this is just don't go to 42nd Street AMC.
Wait, did you get how did you get the wristband for AMC?
No, I didn't get it because he was like, "You got to get a ticket now."
So you saw them though?
Because I was in front of me. But then I asked him, I said, "Can you at least show me the bucket?" Because I would have bought a ticket for the movie theater just to get the bracelet and the bucket. You know how many times I've done stupid stuff to get what I want?
Yeah.
And I was like, because you're just not being reasonable, I'm not going to do this.
You know what you could have did was got like a matinee one, like early in the afternoon, paid like a handful of dollars. Well, I don't know, it might be more expensive there, but it's cheaper with the matinee, like afternoon times. And you could have got it, but he wanted to be, or the manager, whoever.
Right, because I don't know if because again, working for a movie house, there's codes, there's way of saying things without saying it. So I felt like even if he really spoke to a manager, he was just not trying to be accommodating. I know I was being nice. I know I was being a little annoying too, but at the same time, I was just trying to stay calm because I'm like, well, being a jerk's not going to get me anywhere. But I felt like, and I should have said, hey, the last time I was here, which was for the Thunderbolts fan event, we had this great encounter. You're the one who told me about how to get the best out of my AMC money. So I'm like, I'm not saying I'm done with AMC, but I think I'm done with AMC at 42nd Street because I was just like, I think because they're in a stressful environment, they can't make the type of calls that they need to make to have better customer service. And I'm like, that is the hardest part to work in is their area. So I get it, but I can't go to a theater where someone can't be reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like other places all the time. Yeah, get the concession, knock yourself out. No issues. Zero. Like, so it might be over the Lino and Stitch bucket. Like I said, I was trying to be rational before I said, well, what are you going to say about tonight's experience? But yeah, it was just weird and as you can see, it was empty, Tori. That's a lot. That's exactly what it looked like when I was there. So it wasn't.
And that's shocking for what time you went.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was 8:45
p.m.
Yes, and the center of the city. You know how busy times? Well, you don't know, but it's busy. It's like Vegas.
Maybe because it's Thursday. Well, but then tourists are all. Well, no, nobody's gonna go to New York as a tourist to see a movie. Never mind. I did that in Vegas.
I could write a letter about it, but I just rather just not go to that theater anymore and just go to another AMC because I was just like, yeah, no, like that made no sense. And I just think the guy was probably having a really stressful day with the Lino and Stitch people, and was just like, you're in the crossfire. And I'm like, fine. Like I said, movie houses are not even as busy as they used to be. That was to me unbelievable. But okay, life moves on. At least I got a free poster, and I'll be honest, I'd rather have a poster than a bucket.
Really?
I have a lot of buckets in real life. Like
Oh, okay.
minimum, I have like 10 buckets. And the bucket I really want is not even in either AMC or Regals. So I'll look on TikTok to see what buckets came out officially tomorrow. And I have a normal spot. I'll just go to my normal spot and see if I can get in. And if I can't get in, then I'll just do the matinee thing. I was even want to like try to do a senior citizen ticket and be like, I dare you to say I'm not. Like, because black people can never really tell their age. I'd be like, what?
I'm done.
It's like, yes, I am. But
well,
it's all
good to know.
Yeah, I mean, you might have a better experience because at least for one of the theaters, I think AMC, they officially dropped the buckets tomorrow. That's why I was like, is he being funny? Because I got the impression they had a special bucket for tomorrow anyway.
For Regal?
No, AMC.
What do you think about Regal? You think they might have one? Did you ask them if they would?
I don't know. Like, it depends how my eye feels, how much time I get up. I might just swing by before going to work. It just depends. We'll see. Like, I don't like, honestly, I had no intention to buy any more buckets for 2025, being 100% real with you. But I'd never say never, because I saw everything I wanted to see for this year. Like, I'm done. No more Star Wars movies, no more Marvel movies, except for Fantastic Four. No, and Cinemark has the best popcorn bucket. By far.
I see it, Jackie Chan. You literally can.
Yeah.
I might just buy it. Let me see. Can you get it online? You
Of course.
can.
Of course.
It's like 40 something.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Wait, that doesn't look like the same one. Hold up.
The one you want is the white one. It's made out of metal, and then the board is plastic. There's two chopping ones. One's from AMC and one's from
AMC is the one I think I want.
Oh, okay.
Because it's. Can I share this? Can I share my screen really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. The sound is gonna be muted. I'll make sure. Look at this. It'll show you how to do it. I think this is the one that AMC is gonna have. It's the clear one. Cinemark has the white one.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is AMC's.
Wait a second. Jackie Chan.
Wow.
Yeah, and it pulls together. I'm so pissed. I want this so bad.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the reason why I couldn't get inside, because I didn't even know Jackie Chan did this.
Wow. Okay. I don't have a Cinemark in my area, but that one is AMC. Let me see the Cinemark one. Cinemark
has the white one.
Yeah, let's see. It doesn't look like Regal's gonna have one.
It's possible. Regal had nothing. I was like, bruh.
Wait, actually, there might be another one. Hold on. Let me go here real quick. So this is Cinemark's. It looks like it just opens, like it's
that's the one I want.
Oh, and they also have those.
The new headband, yay!
Yes, we gotta get that.
I wonder if that's gonna be on Amazon. I'm like, shoot, I'll buy something from my own store.
Yeah, so this one opens. I don't know. I might buy both of them, and maybe your poster can fit inside. If you buy it without getting the popcorn in it, maybe you could roll your poster up and fit it inside if you have an extra one, and like put your. That might be a cool way to store your like little Karate Kid universe trinkets. Like if you get the bracelets.
Yeah, nah. I mean, all I have is this headband that I'm wearing, the poster. I tried to get a pin. They even have a pin. I was like, what?
Oh, and you get 15% off on your first order. Okay, well, I might just go ahead and purchase this.
No, most of the time you can buy most of these popcorn buckets online, thank God. But depending on my schedules and will determine if I go back out, because Times Square is not too far from my job, so I'm like just walk up the block.
I think the AMC one has to be the best one though, cause like, look at it. Like you've seen it. It has a 5 boroughs tournament. Like you could chop it. Oh gosh.
All right, so the one that I want, hold on. So I'm gonna put Karate Kid popcorn buckets. Let's see what comes up. It's a green with a red thing around it. It's so freaking cute. You know, that's my favorite color. Oh, it's not. I'm just gonna put green. And I'm like, it's in nobody's theaters. Of course it doesn't come off. Thank you for embarrassing me, internet. Well, anywho, it looked like the cup from AMC, but they had the popcorn bucket at a whole different place.
Oh, I wonder if I could just go in there. I'm gonna try and go in there tomorrow before work and just get it. Wait, is that it?
What?
There's one that looks like this. Hold on, what is this?
Maybe you found the one I'm looking for.
Oh, it's Oak Center. What is Oak Center?
Yeah, like there's a couple of companies, like movie companies, that have exclusive Karate Kid merch.
Okay, maybe that's not it. There's this. What is this? Hold on. Let me share my tab. What is this? They have all of these up here. Where is this from? Showcase Cinemas, like
yeah, no.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Like New York, we only have like 2 major chains out here. So you see that green cup on the bottom?
Yes, I love this.
There's a popcorn bucket, or even like that black and red one. Like I would love that.
Yo, I need to figure out how. My city never shows up and shows out like normal, but hopefully they don't show up and show out. Hopefully they think it's too expensive so that I can get it. I want it so bad. I want it so freaking bad.
What?
I'm gonna just be like, can I just go in there and like, oh, they have this. That's so cool.
Most of the time they let you buy concession because when I work for a movie house, well, I don't know if I should be sharing it, but there's a reason why they don't mind outsiders getting concession. I'll just leave that there. So, and I was even telling the guy, "Oh, I used to work for a movie house." I said what I said, and he's just like, "But no." So again, it was probably a stressful night for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just let it go, and let more money in my pocket. That's how I gotta see it. Like, at least I got a good experience at Regal. Got a free poster, which I'm extremely happy about. Got one for you. We're good to go. These are not real problems. A real problem, though, is my eye not healing fast. That's a real problem.
Yeah, no, that is a problem.
I was like, that's a real problem. Popcorn buckets you don't need, that's not a problem. All right. We do have a Karate Kid shop in my new Amazon storefront. It is an easy, free 99 way to support just everything that I need to do, including go to like movies to review them. If you see something you like, buy it. The frames will be added probably tomorrow. So just in case you do get a Cobra Kai thing, you'd like to get free movie theaters. And I will have a special post on this channel where all this movie stuff is going to be. It's going to be so fun, so cool, so affordable, because everything with me has to be affordable if I'm going to do it. So except the King of Popcorn, that's not affordable. But
for a good cause though.
So most of you guys may know this, but if you have Amazon Prime, you could download this for free. Or if you bought the DVD, that 4-pack that I got from Amazon the other day, you could use your DVD player. Let me get my headphones. That's funny. For a short presentation, we still made this 40 minutes. Leave it to you and me.
I'm sorry. I had questions.
2 hours and 20 minutes. If I fall asleep, y'all been warned.
Oh, but you gotta tell me your favorite Karate Kid at the end of this movie, because you've seen all of them at this point, except for the fourth one. We'll say that.
Right. No, of course.
But you gotta tell me your favorite one.
My favorite. Okay. We'll reveal everyone's results. That's why I was like, I don't know if it was put into some kind of like algorithm. I said I've never had anybody, and like on the Jackson channel, it's it's a lot of response. I think even more on my Jackson channel, I was just like, huh? People, they voted for their favorite Karate Kid. Thank you for showing up and showing out on that.
Wow.
All right, so let me just get everything together. It's funny, sometimes my iPad can recognize me even with the patch on. But right now, no. Come on. Oh. All right. And so I'm going to press start just in case there is an ad. I think I'll put it in my downloads. Karate Kid 20 Gigastop. All right, mine didn't start with ads, so I'll just start it all over. But let me just make sure you guys are queued up as well. And also let me get my Wi-Fi. I'm so tired. All right. All right. Let me just, so we're going to watch this on a separate device. Let me just get the stopwatch ready. All right. Where is it?
Okay, hopefully it's just one ad.
All right. Okay, it just finished. All right, so we can press start then.
All right.
I think everyone's past the ad part. In 5, 4, 3, 2. You think I'd be ready for the stopwatch? 1.
Play.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, why is my screen black?
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Should we start all over?
Yeah, hold on.
All right. Sorry, guys. We're going to start all over. Clear.
Wait, hold on. I might have to watch the ad again. My screen is just black.
It's funny.
Oh, wait, there it goes. Oh, I have to go through the ad again, but hold on. Ugh. I'll tell you I'll say play. Okay?
Okay.
That's so weird. I could hear it, but my screen was black. I'm wearing red in honor of this Karate Kid movie. This is the best I got.
Something?
Yeah, because this one is, the cover was red. All right, play.
All right.
There we go. Ooh. This quality kind of look good. I have to get my outfit ready for tomorrow. I'm so ready.
If I could pick an outfit, it would be the main characters.
For this new movie?
Yeah. Heck yeah. I would just go to work with it and be like, I dare you to fire me.
Well, I'm dressing up as Daniel.
Nice.
It's gonna be the one that I wore the first time we got on the live, but I have the tan pants and everything.
I was like, oh, I was hoping that there was like a bunch of like Cobra Kai supporters in there. Nah, it didn't quite happen that way. It was me driving the guy nuts at AMC over freaking popcorn buckets. That was my highlight.
Oh, his dad even died too.
Everyone's dad be dying.
I feel like that's a common trend with the whole universe in Karate Kid. Like there's something about dad, the lack of a dad. I'll say that.
True.
Moved to China. That has to be the craziest thing ever. Like, not in a bad way, but like you're moving from Detroit all the way to a whole nother continent.
All right. I'm gonna turn this way so y'all can't see my deformed eye, but I can take off my glasses. Gigi, go to bed.
At least it wasn't the typical dad not being there, not dad not wanting to be there. At least
Yeah.
it's kind of one of those things where like it was he couldn't help that his dad wasn't there.
What was the story with the first Karate Kid? His dad wasn't in the picture. Why?
His dad died too.
Okay. And we
And then
know
Miyagi's dad died.
Right. Oh, that's right. That's why he had so much empathy and connection with. Okay, right. I did.
Mm-hmm. And it was like Mr. Miyagi was kind of like his dad.
It's crazy. In the new one, the dad's not around either, but I honestly don't remember why not. That's what I said. I might have to go back. One, I want my stupid bucket. I gotta look at the schedule and see if it's possible.
Yo, this looks like the same type of air, like the old 80s airplane that they were on going to Okinawa.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was the same thing?
Yeah, he acting like Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
And his name start with a D too. Dre. Daniel. This song. Wait. This is from my childhood. Specifically this era.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3rd grade, 4th grade. What grade was I going to? This is summer 2010. I was 9. I just got out of 3rd grade.
It definitely had that 2010 sound.
Well, they had to pack up their whole lives. This song used to play on a commercial before I went back to school in the summer. Every time I think of it, I think of having the dread of having to go back to school. Like, bruh.
I used to like school, but for the stupidest reasons, like the new clothes, recess, like things that make no sense for being like a reason to like or dislike school.
I didn't hate school. School didn't start feeling like a chore until I got to middle school.
Mm.
I hated it. Elementary school was fine. I enjoyed it. Except 4th grade, my teacher was like, Beverly Hills luxury apartments.
I can't wait to start visiting places like China, Japan. I would say Japan's my number one though.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's the greeting for me. It was so on point. Hold on, I think I'm a little behind. Let's match it up a little bit.
Wait, what part are you at?
That's okay. The timestamp's there, remember?
Oh, wait, we are there. I can finally see the timestamp. I'm like 2 seconds behind. Or like 1 second.
Timestamp has been very helpful.
Hold on. His mom moved him to a new place. He immediately found a friend as soon as he's moving into the apartment. They live in an apartment. See it?
All of them. Wait till you see the new one. That's all I'm going to say.
The connection is connecting. That's so cool. Oh, wow.
Look at his face. He got excited when he thought it was in English, and it was like,
dang, poor kid. Dang. You sound like my mama. My brother was a kid. We is not doing this at the new house. Dang. He just moved in. He got to go right to school. The connections are connecting. He looks so little here. What happened to Trish? Wait, I just looked up. She gone. Wow. What the heck? Time step gone and everything. The connections are connecting. Bruh, I'm done. I forgot he didn't catch it either. Let me see where she's at. I thought she'd be back. I can't end the live. I can't do nothing with this live. Oh, well, let me see. What she said. Uh-oh. Is it not letting her back in? Hmm. Dang. Airball. Oh no. This is giving Daniel LaRusso. Very corny. Don't lose now. Oh, he's trying to play tennis. Yeah, he gonna regret this. Oh, he's supposed to be 12. He looked like he was 8 or 10. Trish, come back, please, please. They're gonna get on this live. The people that are used to seeing Trish, they're gonna be like, "Who is this?"
I'm back.
Finally.
It was no logical reason. I'm like, why is this kicking me out?
I was like, okay. Are we still at the same timestamp? Yep.
I'm just lucky that you're here because it anchored me better. Because I was like, wait, what?
I looked up, I said, oh, timestamp gone, Trish gone. Ah! May I touch your hair? What the heck? Oh, brother. Here we go. Johnny and Daniel at the beach. He better go home. This is his first day. He ain't even there. He ain't even been there 24 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh. I forgot how intense the fighting is in this movie. This is worse than the fighting in like the first Karate Kid, and these kids are younger.
Oi.
Oh. Oh. Okay, at least he tried to help him because Daniel's friend ditched him. He better go home. He want to keep fighting?
Oh.
These are fetuses. Okay, run. Oh, never mind. He's done for. Okay, why is he not knocked out yet? Like in the real world, he'd be done for. Apparently, he went through a lot preparing for this movie, but I have to go back and like look at it or like research it.
He at least like he was committed to the role.
Yeah, but he looked. I wonder how old he was like that. Let me see.
I've always liked movies Jaden Smith was in.
Wait, he's
Definitely
supposed to
got
be.
that acting bug in him. Ooh.
He was probably like. He was younger than 12 when he did this movie. I'll say that. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he get beat up already. This is
like,
really giving. This is giving Daniel LaRusso, but like this is criminal right here.
Wait till you see the new one.
Oh my god! No, I saw the previews. The fighting levels look like they really took it up. Like,
oh, they stepped it up for sure.
Oh, this new Karate Kid is a beast. He better blend it. He did not blend that well. Oh no. He got beat up. He got bullied. Ooh. Yo.
He ran into a pole. Right. Liar.
She said, "You heard him." That's what I love about black parents. They gonna defend you in front of the school people, but they know they're gonna get you behind the scenes. Oh man, poor kid. She's coming up and touching his braids.
Yeah.
What's her name? Mei Ying. And I know that school that lunch lady saw it. This kid pissed me off more.
Yeah.
I hate this place. I hate this bike.
Flashback to 1984.
This little villain has to be the most frustrating villain for me. I feel like, and so far, because I haven't seen the new one, and all the Karate Kid universe. Like, he pisses me off so bad. And he's like the youngest one.
This kid's so polite. In there.
Yeah, he really act like Daniel. I'm just waiting for a scene where he cuts out Mr. Haran. The connections are connecting in the scene, by the way.
Oh,
Ooh. I feel like that could cause damage from that far away.
right. Homemade bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said, "What happened to your eye?" I ran into a pole. He said, "Interesting pole." Everybody know you got beat up, boy. Oh, she's gonna get that belt. And the funny thing is, it's right there. All you got to do is just take it off and just. That's little boys for you. Growing up with
Brothers.
a brother close to my age, you see it.
Gigi, stop. There's no more.
He even doing that. I'm like, the trash can's right there. You're walking past it. You can literally walk and throw your stuff in the trash as you're walking.
This is so crazy with these kids.
He's so little. They're bigger than him. He looks like he'd be like a third grader. And they look like they could be in like sixth grade.
Oh, excuse me. I like how she looks at him like, what?
He really does act like Daniel. Like watching the movies back to back. Except Daniel was a little bit more fiery. He'd be yelling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just hollering. Oh no! He should have stayed in there. I've seen the actor for this bully now, but like, of course he's nice in real life. But every time I see him, I think of this terrible character he played, and I don't like him. I feel like those Star Wars people now. Hating. Y'all on to him. What are you talking about?
Figure, stop. You're unplugging my iPad.
You sound like Dre's mom.
It's like, what are you doing? There's no more fries. Go away. Go away.
You know what we should do?
Hmm.
You ever see those triple Venn diagrams?
No.
Okay, so you know like a Venn diagram where it's like two topics and like in the middle it shows the similarities, but on each side it shows their
Wow.
differences. So there's one you could do with like 3. And I feel like once I go see this new one, we should come up with one. Or like I can make one.
There's definitely similarities with all three.
Definitely.
But I still feel like I might have to see. Well, let's see if the internet can help me first.
Mm-hmm.
First, little detail I missed. Because I remember I was putting the heat compression on my face, so I only, I was kind of compromised in the first 10 minutes.
Oh.
I told you I love that heat mask. It is amazing.
Wait, what are they saying? It's like they're saying the Cobra Kai stuff, but the similarities, or what I said, the connections are connecting. They don't be putting that. I hate it here. You sound like Daniel.
Yeah.
So if you hear me quote, I hate it here, this is where it's from.
Yeah, my gosh.
Okay.
That's definitely a similarity.
They don't put the. You know how in Cobb salads they're supposed to put eggs in here?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
never mind. It's here. They put it in there. I was like, that's the best part for one of them. I hate this bike. Oh. I'm glad his mom was around more because Daniel's. She said, "Here's this random stranger. Uh-oh. Mr. Han's there for the crash out."
Pretty much.
Just
Now
like Mr.
take over
Miyagi.
my son.
Yeah, here.
He hates it here.
Here's your child now. I'm gonna go see my uncle.
Exactly.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, that's what we were talking about on your slideshow, the Forbidden City.
It's always about a girl or to impress a girl.
Yeah.
And the jealous ex.
Mm. Daniel's son. Girl, don't ask him if he okay now. You let him get bullied. Ugh. Girl, bye. Now you're gonna be concerned. You know, I'll be sitting up there right by the teacher. Hey, Miss So, can I sit with you? I will be a nuisance. I would stick right next to them teachers at all times.
As you should.
What is he about to do? Oh. Connections are connecting. Wait, how long did you say this movie was?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, never mind.
Still long.
This might be the longest Karate Kid movie. Mm-mm. If you beat up a person with a group of people and like they don't really deserve it, you're a coward. Because why do you need help from other people? Nuh-uh. He look like he could be a junior in high school. If he don't get on somewhere, that's a grown man. He got a 401k, a house, a white picket fence, a wife, and some kids. If he don't leave that child alone, ugh. He pour on him sewage water? Trish?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
No. I heard like a thumping when you were out like that.
Maybe it was the beginning of a snore.
It sounds like something on your mic.
The mic is right under my, which isn't smart. It's right on my neck. Let me see if I can put it someplace better. Look what Serena writes. I'm weak.
These kids are like, so he must be like the Bobby, the little boy who tried to stop him. Oh, come on, Mr. Miyagi. Because you remember the guy who broke Daniel's leg during the tournament?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to, and he was always nice to him, like, okay, Johnny, stop, let him go. The little boy tried to stop the main bully. See, that's the grown man. He too old to be acting like that. Ooh. Ooh. There's something I want to note about the scene once it's over. I don't think Trish gonna make it through this, y'all.
Yeah. I'll have to rewatch privately.
I almost want to be, because we still got a long ways to go. I almost want to be like, you want to call it a night?
No, let it rock. I might wake up. You know how we do. An hour later, I'm like, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Better than ever.
Okay, so he don't do the. He actually does some other thing. What? How the heck did he do that? I guess he did do that, but he has fire. And that's crazy because apparently the blue flames are the hotter ones. They're hotter than the red ones. So one thing I want to say about that scene is that it's like when Daniel put the water on Johnny during the Halloween dance and they chased him, right? The fighting was better. And the way Mr. Han defended him was better than the way Mr. Miyagi did, because he didn't necessarily have to hit him or lay hands on him. He would like block them or grab them, and he would like make them fight each other.
Exactly, a little loophole. So I can't touch you, but you can touch each other. Well, that doesn't even sound right.
Oh, he do act like Daniel. He said, "I want to avoid getting my ass kicked." Mr. Han, check that though. There we go. Because Daniel needed some reinforcement with his little cousin. Especially at Elders. Poor kid. Oh, okay. Hold on. What's this one? 2010. Oh, okay. They're called the Fighting Dragons. I probably need to know this. Oh my god. What did he like break his spine? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Han want to go fight him. I feel like I need to be putting my captions on.
Why?
Because they're speaking in okay, so they also say no mercy. Enemies deserve pain. He's the one that attacked me. Okay. Yep, this is just like Johnny over here lying. Because he did not attack you. He didn't even really lay a hand on you. He was blocking you. No pain, no weakness, no mercy. I almost cussed. Who he think he is putting his hand on somebody? Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm. I put some captions on it. Knocked me off the timestamp.
Right? Oh, it did?
Yeah, so I keep having to fix it. But I'm there. I think like a second off or something. Hmm.
Killing time. Mm.
Oh my god. Trish is gone.
There we go. I'm back.
I had to go to the bathroom really quickly. I come back
I wonder
here,
why
go.
it keeps you moving me.
Huh?
I wonder why it keeps you moving me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I notice he has a baseball shirt, but just different.
Oh my gosh. That's such a clever pickup. He reminds me of my nephew when my nephew was younger. Mm. Oh, my computer did an update, and now it's weird. Like the when you charge it, the performance mode is high. Once you take the charger off, it's something with Windows. It like starts lagging.
Mm.
But when the charger's on, it's fine. I don't know. Hmm. Oh. Give me this daggone jacket. You could tell Mr. Han is like an introvert. He seemed like he got trauma.
No,
She said, "You
not
want to come to
trauma.
the festival?" He said, no, too many people."
You smart. I always have this habit to get away from groups and huddling. Just doesn't make sense to be in the group if I don't have to be.
He seemed traumatized though. Like not like a I'm just more of a reserved person. He just seemed like something happened. This kind of feels like a little bit of like Karate Kid too. No, he did not. He made a mixtape with himself on the cover. He really is a modern day Daniel LaRusso. Zhao Dre. Okay, now I gotta see where he from. Is he from
Mhm.
where his dad is from? Oh,
Whoops.
he was born in Malibu? Ain't no way. The way he said tournament, maybe it's from his dad. Maybe he gets from his dad. Ooh. Not in front of the projector, child.
Oh wow. Kissing a 10? Okay.
He is so little. He's supposed to be 12 in this
Right.
movie. But like, ooh. You know that's your son's braids. You can see the silhouette. Ooh. You can tell he's not as nice as Mr. Miyagi. This is giving very much wax on, wax off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for the crash out. Can he give that child some water? Mm.
Ouch.
You don't know kung fu. I like how this one was creative. They didn't do the wax on, wax off stuff. Oh, that hurt. That would be cool if you could just learn martial arts that quick. You don't know kung fu. Hmm. Sound like me. Yes, he does. Why Mr. Han so mean? Mm. Trish, you missed your Star Wars reference.
Which is what?
He said, "Oh, this is like in Star Wars. You're Yoda, and I'm like a Jedi." I think that's what he said. That didn't even wake you up. Trish, Randy's here.
Yeah, right.
We did that to Jess before because she loves the bad era and she fell asleep. She was like, "Bad era, Michael's here." See how much longer we got. Okay, we got a little less than half.
Yeah, feels like a whole lifetime to me.
She over here knocked. Don't even know what's going on. Shui? Is that how you say it? Cool thing is, I think, is Jackie Chan from? Yeah, I think he's from China. Oh, we have a newcomer, Trish.
Who?
Okay, he's from Hong Kong. I'm glad they're getting people that are from where the story is based off of.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. There's a new person in the chat. You're over here
Wait,
like
what? Well, welcome. As always, I'm sometimes asleep, and I'm lucky there's a partner to talk when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm just yapping over here.
That's all good.
Oh wait, this part is cool. With the snake. Is
I
this a
think
Cobra Kai connection? Is
I
this a
think I've
Cobra?
been slow. Whoa!
What?
Big old cobra.
Is this like a Cobra Kai connection? birthday was actually Chan Kong. Oh, Chan Kong Sang? Chan? Huh. Means Chan from Hong Kong. That's cool. That is so. The snake isn't even the part that's scaring me. It's the fact that she's balancing up that high. I'm trying to research the difference between kung fu and I'm sure you know the answer now. Between kung fu and karate.
Honestly, I didn't look that up.
Oh, I thought you would have known from the new movie.
Mm-mm. That's what I want to go back and see the new movie for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid spoilers while I
Yeah,
look
avoid the
stuff
internet
up.
altogether.
I gotta avoid TikTok because I know they're about to be vicious with this stuff.
I was gonna post something to yesterday, and I was like, nah, that's gonna piss a lot of people off.
So this say kung fu develops internal power, chi. That's what he was writing on the window. Chi. And it translates to more efficient fluid movements and the ability to generate surprising force even if you're not the strongest or biggest person. What is the hardest martial art?
So cute.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, Kyokushin Karate, fencing. Hmm.
You?
Hmm.
No, he's like, there's only one person you need to control, and I'm like, yeah, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. It's gonna clean my eye. Ugh.
Oh. Let's drop that child in the water. Heat is a fundamental energy that sustains life. So it's supposed to be like a chi is a vital life force or energy that's believed to permeate all living things in the universe. Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, ooh.
That child is tired.
Giga. There's no such thing as fortune cookies in China. Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. It's kind of like how Alfredo really doesn't come from Italy. I think
Got you.
that was something that I feel like that's like an Italian American thing. Like
Alfredo
they
is
kind of made
heaven.
it up. Dang. This training seemed more intense than I said I need to work on my kicks. Because I tried to do that crane kick. I did not get to kick high enough. Oh. The fact that he's the youngest Karate Kid, but I feel like he's been put through some of the most craziest crap. Uh-oh.
Oops.
What happened to you?
Uh,
Hmm.
uh, uh.
Oh. I get what this means. Mm. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh,
What?
the scorpions.
I think I must have missed it. I'm over here looking up this stuff still.
Let me see.
But it's actually not the main Kung Fu chat. Oh, main Kung Fu. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to look more into this.
Hold on. Can I change the font on this? I can't see.
The specific Kung Fu style Mr. Han is teaching Zhao Dre is called Wushu, but it's actually not the main Kung Fu style that Jackie himself is known for. Jackie himself mainly uses a style called Hapkido.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
That's what I was reading. That they had a lot of, I guess it's more of a wide range of different styles of it, and like karate is just kind of like.
Yo, I just realized he did this dancing moment, and then on TikTok they had this skit saying, "Oh, Ralph had the worst dance ever," and they were showing like Karate Kid 3. So I'm like comparing his dance to this would be so funny. Every time I hear songs like this, I think of like no Dance Central from Xbox.
Yo, this is taking me back to like this like I used to go to the skating rink a lot. They used to play songs like this, like the very 2010s.
It was a lot in the video games. Like a lot of these songs were in our video. Well, yeah, pretty much.
Did
So
you
when
ever
I hear
play?
certain songs, I think of like Just Dance,
Did
Dance
you ever play
Central.
Dance Revolution?
Maybe. I have so many dance games. I have to look it up.
It's the one with like the big old things you get on. You have to hit the arrows with your feet.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that one.
I love dancing games, like a lot. I just bought a new game for my Switch. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, look at his face. Don't let him find out he was with you, but the boy with the braids.
That takes a lot of focus. See, you don't always need to read music. I used to take piano lessons. My piano teacher would get so mad when I would memorize the songs.
My brother was gifted like that. No one even ever taught him. He just started playing the piano when he was little.
See, that's good. Like playing by ear, I like that better. Well, some songs I might need to know if they're very like if the technique is really technique, but then eventually I'll memorize it.
Karate in English means empty hand. Historically, kung fu isn't meant work. This is so cool that you're sharing all this. Thank you so much, No Talent Loser. Do you have a YouTube channel?
This must be a person that's like really. I feel like they're into
Right. I feel like I need to sub to this channel. This is so cool.
No Talent Loser. It seems like you got talent to me.
Right. I wish they had a way you could just sub from the comment section.
Maybe there's a way. Oh, I'd have to go on my phone.
All right, guys, I'll be right back to rinse this out. So I found a way to keep me awake, work on my eye. This is so crazy how something so small got so big because I didn't take care of it when it was little. But then I didn't think it was going to be a problem. But still, ugh.
The name is I only understand. Are they not supposed to clap? They're so hard on them kids and the auditions and stuff. As a music, in actuality, I'm recognized in my local community as a music project. Oh wow. I feel like the connections are connecting again. My mom just tried to open the door. What? The connections are connecting. This is like when Allie's
Did
parents.
you say you're banned from my life?
She said her parents. I think her parents figured out that she was out with him or whatever, and they were like whispering to her after her audition, and she came up to them and was like, "We can no longer be friends. You're bad for my life." So I'm assuming they told her to say that. But like this is like when Allie's parents felt like Daniel wasn't suitable to be her friend because he wasn't rich like them.
Oh, that's so cool. No talent.
They said that what did I just say? The empty hands thing. Because you remember when Mr. Miyagi said that it originated. I don't know if that part, how true that part is, but it used to be called Tay. Like,
What? Wait, hold on. What's going on? Oh, he alcoholic like this guy too. Oh,
he's not yet alcoholic.
this one's violent.
Mm-hmm.
If I come home to see something like this, I'd have been like, "Oh, this is my last visit with you."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, alcoholism is a tough thing to witness.
I told you it was like he got some sort of trauma, and that's why he acts so reserved.
Is he an alcoholic or just having a really bad day?
I think it's kind of like the same with Mr. Miyagi.
A really
Like
bad day.
somebody's death anniversary. It looks like his wife and kid. Te hand karate. Remember that part where he was like, it means empty hand. And so they were saying like, since they don't use any form of like weaponry, they focus on more on empty hands. And that part I didn't get, but okay, now it makes sense because they don't use weapons. Except on Cobra Kai, they was on. I don't know what they was on. They was acting like it was like they was in the battlefield.
Jaden looks a little mixed. I have a cousin that's Chinese and black. And I'm like, wait a minute. Is he mixed and don't know it?
There must be someone on his mom's side.
Right?
Because
or Will Smith. Will Smith has almond-shaped eyes a little bit.
Oh, I'm thinking of like the lighter melanin. Like she has the lighter
I
eyes.
mean like the features.
Oh yeah, he definitely looks like a little Will Smith.
That's something we learned for the second Karate Kid when we had to look some of his information up. Oh, that's crazy. It sucks losing people, especially like to that level. Some people never get over it. Oh.
Okay, we got another connection or similarity.
Yeah, actually we do. So this
Except
is
this,
more like a remake.
yeah, this is like so. This one's like a remake, and I feel like this new one is kind of like a continuation of the stories. Is what it looks like for what I know.
Well, I don't want to give too much away. I want you to see the movie. Okay, so it's not exactly a remake,
But there's similarities.
but there's similarities. This is definitely connected to. Yeah, I don't want to say too much.
So he must be obsessed with the car because he crashed it.
No, we know exactly who he is, but considering both his parents are black, it's surprising that he looks like he's mixed with some form of Asian as well. That's why I'm wondering, like, what's the lineage of the family in general? Because I mean, most Americans are mixed with something else. They just don't know what it is. I might even want to say most black people, most Americans.
I feel like let me look. Oh shoot! I need to see a picture of the parents together. I think I found one, but now I lost it. Well, let me look at Willow. I
You know,
think it might be the mom.
I would say check with Chat GPT, but it failed me so bad yesterday. I was just like, wait a minute. Why am I correcting? And it's funny when you try to correct Chat GPT, sometimes it gets spicy with you. Because my friend was like trying to tell the prompt, like the whatever that thing is, the AI, like, hey, you missed two key things, and they're like, well, no. Oh,
This is heavy for a child.
heck yeah.
She said, "We gonna train today. Let's push through this." Wow.
Well, what else would you do? There's nothing worse than heavy adult pain. It's very heavy because
So
adults can drink and stuff, and that's where it gets messy.
it looks like he has his mom's eye shape, but he just didn't get the color. Willow got the color.
True.
I swear the grandma has the same eye color. Her eye shape looks different though. Like it's a little bit more roundish. Did she not get the eye? Where did she get the eye color from?
Who? Jaden?
Uh, the Jada Pinkett Smith.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. Okay, the mom does not have the eye color. So maybe the dad, or maybe she must have jumped back in the genes on that one.
I think
Yep.
Willow has lighter eyes too. I might be wrong.
Yeah, they look like twins. Kind of. Huh. That's what happened to me. I somehow jumped back in the genes. Don't know how.
Oh, I was about to say the mother's better than me. I'd have been like, get my kid out of this crazy household.
Yeah, because I'm like,
This is shot so beautifully, though.
it is. It's more dramatic than the original.
Yeah.
like not dramatic in like a bad way, but like less
More
not comedic,
cinematic.
more serious.
Oh, that's what that pose comes from the poster.
When his leg was up in the air like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's like Daniel's silhouette. Y'all can't see me do my crane arms, but did he kick the bell yet?
No. Now, you know, I got to rewatch this because I fell asleep for at least 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, chat, for letting me sleep. Like, we saw this coming. You know, anytime we do a live after 11, I'm falling asleep. That's the no given.
Dang. Yeah, he had to go through some training for this movie.
Wow.
I'm really glad they leaving him alone though. I'll be so mad at her parents.
I find that boys go through a different level of bullying than girls do, and I feel so bad for men. I know my homie, my brother had some tough times in school because he was too nerdy, and I just felt so bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was odd too, but girls are just different how they go about stuff.
Okay, he got him doing like combat training. Mm. It's cool though, because even though it is a remake, now it seems like it's still connected to the original.
I'm being honest. I don't think it's a remake based on the new one, the Legends. I feel like it's inspired by
Oh,
84, but it's completely separate movies. Because remember Jackie Chan's in the new one. How did he get there? It's connected.
yeah. So it seems like they started this one off as a remake, but then whoever made this new one or came up with it, they decided to make it connected. Kind of like how they did.
But they explain it literally in the first 2 minutes of the movie. You know exactly what the connection is.
Okay.
I wish the tickets in New York weren't so expensive. I would just go back and see it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Let me try that on the fire skate and see if I don't fall off and bust my behind.
They better have those firefighter, like the big old thing. Someone's gonna fall off a building. They got the big inflatable thing. It's kind of like how I feel
Oh yeah.
like the writers did Cobra Kai because they had a completely different set of writers from the original Karate Kid. But like I was saying about number 3, how it feels like it's so random.
Yes,
But
3 feels like the one that doesn't belong there, but like you said, Cobra Kai gives a connective tissue so it makes sense and
so
fills in the blanks. For sure, there's definitely like similarities, but then like you realize like it's connected.
there's even kind of like a storyline like this Karate Kid in the first one with Cobra Kai, but what I like about it is that it kind of takes a plot twist from what you think it's gonna go the same way, but it's like not.
Oh wait, you you saw Legends? Oh, I'm wondering if No Talent wants to talk about their experience. Well, when are we doing the recap? Tomorrow after you're live, or you don't know?
Oh no, probably not tomorrow. Well, do you want to do one tomorrow?
So I'll be honest, my eyes. So when I fell asleep, What I felt for the first time that I didn't ever got, the eye started drying up. So basically, all that pus is finally drying up. So I might be okay. I may not either, but I'm feeling hopeful because basically the sty, the sty, the sty just did something weird I've never experienced before. This teaches me though, keep my makeup brushes clean, changed, or better yet, just don't wear makeup. Oh, true.
The Kung Fu Kid, yeah.
That would have made more sense, to be honest. I understand why they did it for brand recognition and everything, but
then I feel like people would have been like, "Is this a ripoff?"
Right.
Oh God, people. Either way you call it, people are gonna be dissatisfied.
Listen, it made $350 million. Rip off. Who cares? With a $310 million profit. Listen, the parents made the right choice, but okay.
The Kung Fu Kid.
It is a rip off of this guy with the original name.
Okay,
yeah, let's be honest.
I will say though, it's a good remake ripoff. It's a good one.
Very well done.
It doesn't seem generic. It kind of can be like a story that stands on its own. But I like how they're making it connect.
So the question is, I mean, we can't answer it now. We still have at least 20 minutes left. But what's better, the 2010 or the original?
Okay. We do have to answer that one because you have to show the poll.
That is true. You know what? The poll answers the question. It does.
I feel like I know what the answer is going to be, and I'm going to give you my reason if that's right. I'll tell you what I think anyway, but... What?
And all the times I fell asleep on Alive, this was the most refreshing nap I've ever had. It's like I've been asleep the whole time, like you know, like a full 8 hours. Even though I need to, I think it's because my eyes feeling better. Because that's another thing. I had a weird headache. It's been a really long week with this.
The best sleep I feel like I get is when like I'm like in class or something. If I'm in a class and I just kind of doze off, even though it's not even for a full hour, I feel like it's refreshing. Like I feel like I have.
This was really refreshing.
We just had another similarity. He ran off that mat.
I might have to watch all 4 over. I'm trying to think. Maybe we gotta figure out when we're gonna do the recap.
Oh, this is intense. Oh.
If I can catch it early enough show, maybe I could just see one before work real quick. All these angry little kids. I was never allowed to talk to adults like that.
Ooh. I could see the differences between this and karate.
Yes.
after looking up like and learning about the origins and stuff, it's like it packs like a more like powerful like hit.
Mm.
And the rules is different because you can't be doing all that in karate. They be like, ah, you
I
lose a
know
point.
when we were taking karate, they made it very clear that we were not to use it do certain moves ever.
They told you about like the self-defense.
Yeah, basically that's what it was for.
Yeah,
That's what I should have stuck it out, because like our church had like a whole movement.
Ooh.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait a minute. I never realized that this was a remake of Higher Ground. Hold up.
What?
This is, you know, the Stevie Wonder song Higher Ground? This is a remake.
Yes, people.
But every time I hear the song, I think of this fight sequence or like this tournament. And every time I hear, you're the best around, I think of the Karate Kid tournament.
Oh,
The first one.
now we have a Jackson. No, I was about to say I thought we had a Jackson connection, but Stevie's not singing it.
It's like fourth cousin.
Notice I didn't try to find a Jackson connection this time. I mean, I know the Michael Jackson album came out in 2010, but that's all I can think of top offhand. Let me see. 2010, I think Latoya had a single. Oh, that's right. Janet Jackson's Nothing came out in 2010. And Jermaine Jackson's I Wish You Love More. Wait, I Wish You Love More Than a Bodyguard, a collection of covers and original songs. All right, so 3 things came out from the Jacksons in 2010.
Yeah, there's a lot of face contact that they let face contact happen here. But like the karate tournaments, at least the ones that are in the Karate Kid, the original ones, they don't let happen. Except for number 2. There was no rules. Okay, so this guy in the blue is like Daryl Vidal. Chang is like Johnny. And then the other boy that Dre's about to fight, I think, is like Bobby. Ooh. Them refs are just on. They don't look like refs. Chang is vicious.
You know, if I get a chance, I would love to review all the stuff I use from my side. My eyes officially open. It still looks like crap though.
Hey, but we got some progress.
We got progress.
This has been a journey.
No, it has, and it's all because I touched it with a dirty glove. And I remember my coworker was like, "Trisha, don't touch it." When I woke up the next day, it looked like somebody slapped the fire out of my face.
Wait, a glove?
Right, so it was a sty that was like mutating. And then once I touched it with the dirty glove, it went from bad to unbelievably worse. But I'll be honest, the medicine I should have took on remember that when we were in the other live, and I said, "Tori, my eye itches." That's when it needed that to be. But I've never seen a side do this. But that's all right. I got new makeup brushes, new everything. All my makeup's being thrown out. And honestly, I'm not wearing makeup for a while. Y'all gonna have to see me with a natural face. Deal with it. That's a downfall with makeup, though. Once you put it on, it's so hard to see yourself without it. I'm just lucky I don't put a heavy thing of makeup on, but still, I miss it.
Yeah, this is Bobby.
Hmm.
He's the nicer one of the group, the more merciful one. Still not good, but he's a little bit nicer.
Like, my only criticisms to all these Karate Kid movies was like how are people that just learn how to do like martial arts or beating people who've been doing it their whole lives. Now, but I can't wait to see the legends. I'm like, this is so unrealistic, but okay.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
you're a prodigy of it.
Hmm.
It's indeed Bobby Brown in the Karate Kid, and he who is the one who goes for Daniels.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oi. Like, that's realistic. Oi. Oi. Oh.
Well, that was
Oh.
an easy win for Dre, but he hurt.
Oh.
It sucks though, because he's still a kid, so I bet you if he didn't do it, like his teacher told him to, he probably would have got abused during like practices. He better.
If he does that, I will be so mad. Look at his little hand. He's so cute.
Can you guys give us a second?
We need a 2010 version of the crane.
They said this exact line in the first one.
Let's see. I did a lot of reading up on things like this, and I watch a lot of movies, and I have a near photographic memory from reading things I study when hearing movie lines and seeing. That is such a cool gift. My mother was like that, and she was a teacher and will always just remember things she's learned in life, so she was always able to help us with anything. I think that's one of the coolest gifts to have.
You know, I don't know if everybody here is like biblical or whatever, but there's a gift, like a teacher gift. Like not in a way like, oh, a school teacher, but like um certain people are born with like the gift to retain stuff, and you'll find them asking a lot of why questions. And when they
Mm.
tell you stuff, when people talk to them about stuff, or they tell people about information about things, they go into detail, and some people are like, okay, you're giving too much information, like you're just yapping. But that's how they just. And I went through this testing of questions at church to figure out which one it was, and I fell into that category.
I'm about
And
to say you're kind of like that. I was about to say like you're kind of like it, Tori.
and I'm like, okay, now I get it. Now I know, because they'd be like, oh my God, like, why you talk about
No, I
all
mean that's why you
this?
do so good on your channel, because like the stuff you retain, I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know how to,
That is
and that's
so
why,
cool.
no, that I don't, I can't do that. I have to watch the movie like 5,000 times before I can. He did the thing though with the fire.
Look at his face. He's Aggie. Like what? Yeah, cheaters. He
This
did the
tournament
thing.
is,
Wait, Tori, let's go. Let's go.
ugh. This guy was way vicious, way more vicious than Kreese. Like he makes Kreese look like a little high school bully.
Wait till you see
Look at her
tomorrow.
slapping elementary school kids, middle school kids.
Why did he come in limping like a freaking pimp? A little pimp.
Oh shoot. Okay. Ooh. You better use that chi.
Look at Taraji P. Like, get my baby out of there.
Like, okay, yeah, you seem like a prodigy. Oh my gosh.
When
I
I
hope you
was
won.
14. Wow, that's crazy.
Prodigy of all things.
But most prodigies are like my brother was so amazingly gifted. Like, and he pretty much came on the earth that way. So I absolutely believe everything you're
It's kind of like
sharing.
Michael. Even though
But
like he
but
didn't
the
necessarily.
downfall is though, I don't know if he went through issues in school, but my brother went through hell because everybody just thought he was just too nerdy.
Yeah, usually people typically like that. Like they get
They get
treated.
picked on big time.
Yeah, or they get isolated. People think they're weird.
My nephew's insanely intelligent as well. Just it's like, why can't intelligence be celebrated?
Until they get up and get older and grow up. Uh, Easy win.
Mhm.
It's like, nah.
And no one even wanted to challenge me because I want. I wouldn't either. You're a genius.
Ooh. Oh, what?
Oh,
Wow. He better. Wait, I don't remember how many points they have to get to in the finals to win. Cause I know the semifinal was 2 point, but this one I don't remember what it is. Ooh. No.
That's so that's
Compensate.
so beautiful for your gifts. Celebrate them.
Mm-hmm. This guy needs to be locked up. Ooh.
Look at this teacher, this toxic teacher.
Okay, so they must have to get you 3 points. Yeah. I have a friend similar in the 3rd grade. She was really, I'm talking about she was like honors classes and just do everything. Just bro, what?
Look at this horrible teacher.
I don't even know how his mama was able to sit there like that.
It must have been frustrating to be in school to be that ahead. Not unless your parents put you in advanced classes once you got tested. Like my mom, I'm sure I hope she wouldn't mind sharing this story. Rest in peace, mom. She ended up dropping out of high school because she just felt like she was above everything she was doing. And then she got her
Yeah.
GED, went to college, graduated with honors. And like to get to graduate in honors before the internet's like such a flex, to be honest.
He's doing the chi.
That
Remember the lady with the snake was doing?
yes. Look at his little head.
He looking like so my thing is it almost feels like this teacher is just kind of treating them like machines. Like is he teaching them the origins of what they're learning?
Look at his what he
Okay, he took that there was no crane kicking this.
oi.
The key is that they have to run to them. Wow. I feel like I want to replay that after this is over. He looking like I won?
Look at his face, so cute.
Okay, they're gonna replay it for me. Oh my goodness. It's 1:20 in the morning over here.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it was 2:20. Well, at least I had a good nap. It's no, I don't have any live scheduled for tomorrow. Saturday, yes. I still gotta depending how the eye heals, but if it keeps drying up as we speak, all this stuff is oozing up my eyes. I'm like, finally, come out.
Ooh, I have to get in the bed because I have to get up early. Because I have to get my mom's like, oh, I was gonna buy my movie ticket online because I have to buy 2 of them. They're quoting me like $14 a piece, but by the time you do that online fee, the convenience fee, you're paying $30. It was like $35. So it's
Because you're with Regal, right?
Yeah, but AMC does that too. It's like a $2 one, $2
No,
fee.
well, AMC, if you do the $15 yearly membership, then they really took away the convenient fee. But Regal is no big savings. You just get more perks, and you get the Tuesday discount day. But Regal got better customer service, as we explained earlier. At least in 40 seconds.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
my
awesome.
phone.
Oh,
Hey.
not Justin Bieber. I will never
Yes.
say never.
Oh, they put all the pictures of him training.
So
Take the pain. Wait. Oh, wait. I forgot the lyrics. It's the burn, not the pain.
oh my God. This type of humor is in one of our who has this type of humor in our other channel?
Oh my gosh. It's oh my gosh, there's somebody in the
Oh my
is
God.
it the person, what about baby boy?
I was like, wait. You remind us of somebody in our other channel. That is so funny.
I feel like that was the crane kick will always be legendary, but I feel like this was more the technique of this was way better. Crane kick. And I like the way that they use, like, it seems like they're just learning and passing, but I like the way that they could use what they learn at the end.
No, there's something I like in the fifth one more than all of these put together, but I feel like we need to definitely wait till you see it.
Listen, I have my outfit right here. I don't even know if you can see the sleeve. Oh,
But
wait,
it's
you
funny,
can't see it.
not spoiler, the fifth isn't my favorite, but there's something I like better from all the other ones. So
Oh, well, you just spoiled your answer, kind of.
why?
Well, what your favorite one is? I know it's on.
Yeah.
Dang. Thank you. Whenever you knock me down.
I was so I'll definitely for my homework. I have so much homework. I'm still watching the rest of Andor season 2. But since I paid for these rentals, I could probably see these on the train and stuff. I can handle him. Smaller than me.
So I feel like I'm gonna no talent in the chat. I feel like I know what your favorite Karate Kid movie is. Just that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, you're in luck. My humor is very similar to yours. Very. But that's why I was just like, but we had someone on our other channel that's similar with the similar tone. I'm like, oh my God, so funny.
I'm trying to remember who it is.
What
I don't know. I feel like when we see them in the live, it's gonna come to us.
I don't know if Serena's still here, but because I know it's late in real life. But Serena, thank you so much for just tweeting everything that we did this week and coming through. This week got so tough once the eye got messed up. I was like, no. But I want to thank God it is finally healing.
I'm glad that we got, because I was just expecting to watch the first one and then the second one. I mean, the first one and then this one. But I'm glad we watched the ones in between.
I'm kind of a completionist, which is so annoying, especially if you're trying to do like MCU. I know for Andor, I'm watching all the Star Wars stuff now. I want to get into the lore. Oh, she's still here.
Let's see. Wait, what?
I think it's safe to turn off the timer because let me just see something. All right. Oh, it's hard.
Whenever you knock me down.
So I remember I did a couple of Justin Bieber videos on this channel many, many years ago. And the MJ fans were coming for me. Justin's not Michael Jackson. I didn't say Justin was Michael Jackson. Justin's talented though. Don't ever take that away from my boy. But I was like, yeah, same time for me. I'm in New York.
Oh, wow.
But I think that nap helped. I mean, I'm still going to go to bed probably like in 20, 30 minutes. But at least I feel better because I was so tired when I saw you. I was like, Tori, I'm going to fall asleep. I'm going to fall asleep. I'm sleep. But at least Serena and No Talent. And it's funny, once No Talent came in, I kind of snapped out of the sleep a little bit. He's like, we got a new person in the chat. And it kind of like snapped me out.
I'm like, hey, wake up. We got somebody here.
It's funny though. Like, this is the first time like I'm talking to you, but I'm kind of conscious that I'm talking to you, even though I was dead asleep.
To me?
Yeah. Like there were times, sometimes you were talking, and for some reason I still was kind of like understanding, like I'm not quite asleep either.
Oh shoot. The poll?
So the poll results, as we promised, would be revealed since everyone's still here from the beginning. Oops, sorry. All right.
Drum roll. Oh. Okay. Why haven't you seen it at all?
Well, this still did better than Thunder. Was it Thunderbolts? No, Captain America. Y'all were just not hearing it. By the way, Captain America is now streaming on Disney Plus. But anyway, a lot of you guys will be seeing it in the theaters, but I didn't get a good pool of people. No, nine beat 0, but at least out of 9 people, that's the results. And the winner, not surprised.
Not surprised at all. I knew it.
Is the original.
I knew it.
And I think 142 people had voted, which is unbelievable. Thank you guys. Even at the 9, I appreciate every vote as I'm struggling in this YouTube space. Hold on, let me get us back here. Let's see.
Uh-oh, Trish.
What's wrong? What's my favorite?
Favorite, yeah.
Oh, number 1.
Number 1.
There's something about an 80s nostalgic movie that it just works. It just like it, you know me. I mean, Back to the Future, Secret of My Success, Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's just something about that decade that just has a magic like no other. Star Wars. You just can't go wrong. Now, 2010 was absolutely shot beautifully. Jaden Smith did a wonderful job. Good casting. It was a great remake, right? Or nod to the original. I definitely think my second favorite is this one. Even with me being asleep for 30 minutes, my least favorite is definitely the third one. What the hell was that? What the hell? But I was entertained. I'm going to make it sure I was entertained, and it was just something about the shots, the music. I said, is this a satire? Is this a real movie? And of course, I wasn't even really that crazy about the second one either. But at least you get a backstory of Miyagi. So something about the second one that kind of like dragged for me. I was like, bruh.
Believe it or not, okay, let me see. So far, right now, my favorite, the OG and the first time I watched the OG, I still liked the 2010 one better because the writing of it I feel like was better, and like you said, the way it was shot. But like I think I knew the OG one was gonna be number 1 because I think Cobra Kai helped kind of bring that back. Because I feel like a lot of people, I swear I saw a poll one time and people were like, okay, what's your favorite Karate Kid? And the 2010 one was in the lead or like up there. And then now it's like the OG one is getting it because I think Cobra Kai is no, it's not just like, oh yeah, like, oh, the people who grew up in the 80s are like, they love it for the nostalgia, like that's what they grew up on, but it also reached the younger generation. So I feel like that's why it got number one. I would say those two are in my top two. I don't know. To me, it's like, I don't know. I would put them both at number one for different reasons. I don't even know. But then I really do like number two. I feel like number two gets forgotten.
Yeah, I
Like,
noticed that you really seem to like two a lot more than I did.
I
They
could see
all
where,
they all work, but like I would say rewatchability, I could see 2010 and the original 100 times. I feel like the other two I'll probably watch them because I need to like one, I need to see
Mhm.
Karate Kid again, Legends, and prepare for Cobra Kai. So
If you had to rank them, how would you rank them?
number one, the original, number two, 2010,
Mhm.
number three. Oh, you mean even with Legends involved?
Yeah, even with Legends involved.
Oh, that's tough. Shoot. All right. Number
Ah!
one, the original, number two, 2010, number three, Legends.
Oh wow. Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
well, like I said, there was I can't wait till you watch it. And
All right.
then number four is the second one, and number five is the third satire we call Karate Kid 3.
Right now, if I had to rank both the original and the remake is a number one for me. Like I said, for different reasons, they're tied.
Right.
And then I would say it would go number two and then number three. Number three, though, it has kind of been, like even though it's like corny, even though it's corny, like I said, the show gave it meaning. They delved more into the storyline of the third one, or like the the plot line of the characters, whatever. But yeah, no, because it just doesn't make sense to me how Daniel literally fought to the death in the second one, and then here in the third one, he ain't even striking a punch. Like, he's just getting beat up. Why are you scared all of a sudden? You was finna die in the second one.
Well, I don't think that he's scared. I think he understands his power and what he can do to people. So then he's like pulling it back. At least that was my logic.
Yeah, but like, it just really felt like he wasn't, even when like, okay, so I can understand that like after he started like going on the bad side, after he started like when he like punched that dude in the party, but like even before, when those intruders came in, when the three boys came into the shop the first time, he really wasn't trying to square up. Like, he was just getting beat up, getting beat the crap up. Like, he was beating the crap out of him. And like, me personally, I'm like, I don't know who you is, but I know how to take you out of here. So see if you
I
try and
think
come back.
if the writers flushed his whole entire story out a lot better, then 3 could have been in line of the original. Like, I just felt like something clearly went wrong behind the scenes, and that's what we
Mhm.
end up getting. Like, even how some of the shots are done, it looks like somebody came straight out of film school and said, "All right, guys, let's go." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like, there's certain shots I could literally look at. Actually, that's what I might do. I might critique some of the shots that just felt so amateurish, and I'm just like, "What happened? What was going on?" So
Yeah. And the way he was acting was like, he was acting like a baby. So, Daniel, like I said, I love Daniel Lewis. I do. But like, he was acting like a baby. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Miyagi. I was trying to your shop. They stole your things, and I tried to go get your bones out. Stand up, stand up.
wax on, wax
Like,
off,
you're literally college age right now. Please,
get the
please.
dust off your shoulder, relax.
The way that they wrote him, it was just so.
It was definitely really weak writing for number 3. It
Yes.
felt like oh god, it just didn't feel. it felt like they were like, why don't you guys make a Saturday night movie, Saturday Night Live type movie in the form of number 3? And I was just like, are y'all being serious? But they were. And that's probably why they didn't get a new movie until 2018. Well, what about that one, The Next Karate Kid? What's the backstory to that?
I feel like it might have a similar backstory to the original, kind of, maybe. But a lot of people don't like that one. Like, they dog on it, and they said the girl was like mean or disrespecting Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, more disrespectful than when Daniel cussed him out for doing his housework.
Right.
Let me see the next.
Because no one even talks about that one. I'm like, is it part of the franchise, or we just treat it like episodes, 8 and 9 on the Star Wars? Be like, they don't exist.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, so it says Mr. Miyagi goes to Boston to attend a military reunion. There he visits with Louisa, the widow of his former commander, and meets her granddaughter, Julie. Julie's parents, so she's a Karate Kid. Julie's parents were recently killed in a car accident, and she's still reeling from the loss. When Julie surprises Miyagi with her knowledge of karate, he takes her to a Buddhist monastery for training to help her come to terms with her angst. And okay, that sounds a little bit different. Like, so she don't got no parents.
You said that one's on Tubi, right?
Yeah, it's free. I wonder if I could kind of watch. How long is it? Let me see. Might be able to.
I'll get back to you because I don't have my schedule in front of me. I think I only have like one live next week for this channel, which is a Star Wars related thing. So we might have to sneak that one in there. I wish they give you more options on YouTube for polls. You only can do 4 options. Because I feel like we could put in the Next Karate Kid plus Legends, and we can't. We would need 6 slots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. YouTube, can you add like 5 more slots or 6 more slots so we could have up to 10 options?
Maybe you could do a poll with like the top 3 ones. So like the first one, the 2010 one, and then add Legends. I'm not to say that it's in the top 3 necessarily because it's the first.
Right, but clearly there's top 3.
Yeah.
Serena writes the original 1984 is my number 1, my personal fave. Heck yeah. No Talent. Which one is your favorite of the 5 since you've seen all 5? I own the originals and the 2010, both on DVD. We're lucky that Jackie spoke Mandarin Chinese, it's a native language. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, so back in the days, like 5 years ago, I used to say, oh, do you speak Chinese? So one of my coworkers was like, no, it's called Mandarin. Get it together.
Well, okay, but why does it say, hold on.
The Karate Kid Part 2 is to be a Spider-Man. The X-Men Origins. That's funny. I have to actually rewatch all that. I cannot wait to get out of ad tears. Do we have anything else on the slides? Oh, our thoughts. But we kind of shared it, but
how do you spell it?
Slides, I really don't have full thoughts since I want to take naps in the middle of a live. But it's I saw enough to see like the quality of the movie. It kind of felt like a Will Smith movie. You know how like Will Smith has a signature of a movie? Like you can feel his influence on it.
They call it Chinese. Like, I remember watching this show when I was little called Ni Hao Kai Lan, and she would say that like she speaks Chinese. So I'm like,
but it's funny. My Asian coworker said it's Mandarin, so I don't know.
They taught me weird when I was younger.
Listen,
America, get it together.
When you're in work and someone corrects you, you have to like go by what they're telling you. So I don't know if that was her way of saying you're being offensive or I don't
No,
know.
because some people ask, they don't even know if they're Mexican or not. They could be like Puerto Rican, or I'm trying to think of another language, like Latin countries. They could be Latino, and they will ask them, "Oh, do you speak Mexican? How
Yeah,
dense are you?"
right.
So that,
So
yeah.
maybe that was her response to it. Like, no, this is the proper terminology, at least for what she
Mhm.
speaks. It felt like a Will Smith production, which is high quality, by the way. High quality.
Yeah, this was definitely a high quality film, and I feel like what sets it up, what kind of the difference that it has is that one, the fighting levels was like, it was like way up there.
AT&T Legends.
I saw like through with the trailers, I saw it. I said, "Oh, this is about to be insane. This is about to be crazy." He did what now? And the boy that is the Karate Kid, he his training. I saw his training, and they said he's like a mini Jackie Chan because he's doing his own stunts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we could find a special on YouTube about Legends. I know our schedule's super, super. Well, you know me, Tori. Just see if I'm not asleep, because we find energy even when we're tired. But if I
Yeah.
could find something that we could do as a watch party together, because we call it the Jenny technique, and hope we don't get flagged down for it, I wouldn't mind digging a little bit more into Legends, because I honestly was not going to watch Legends until you got me involved in this, and I feel like more people should go out and watch it. So that makes we might have some more Karate Kid stuff on here, at least for the weekend. Why not?
Yeah. You know what? When we watch Cobra Kai, I'm praying that they they pick Cobra Kai. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have you rank the seasons. So I ranked the seasons already in the season finales. So I did a ranking for the seasons and a ranking for the season finales, because the finales were always really good most times. So yeah, get ready for that.
So have you ever heard of John Campia? I know I featured him on my other channel in reference to the Michael Jackson biopic. But if you like movies, John Campia really is like somebody I would recommend, because he covers like everything. So I don't know if he's ever talked about Cobra Kai. I'm almost sure it wasn't his thing, but he's one of those people like I follow, because I'm like, oh, you pretty much cover everything, especially in the movie world. But oh man, so there's a possibility I might push Rogue One to another Saturday, only because I feel like we're still in a you know uh Karate Kid mode right now. But that's pending. That's pending. If I could, because I know Tori gets off late. Plus, we have another lot that Saturday. I don't know. We'll figure it out, or maybe we'll do it just another day altogether. But
Hmm.
I I I don't know about his first name, but his channel's called John Campia. Am I saying it right? And he goes, "Tell me your thoughts."
Let me
I
see.
don't always agree with everything he says. Like he said something about Revenge of the Sith that broke my heart, but I get it. Like everyone has their reasons for liking or disliking something. So, I don't follow people that agree with me all the time. I follow people that agree with me enough for me to know like their taste meter. But oh wow, we're up to things to watching already. What? We're already at the end? That's the end. Oh, it's 3 hours, so maybe how
Yeah.
did how did a 2.5 2 hour and 20 minute movie become 3 hours and 20? So we were chatting for an extra hour.
It was like 40 minutes or something. 40
I was
minutes.
ranting about the stupid, and then they wouldn't let me take pictures about other black girl pockets.
I really hope Regal has one because, like, that is so weird. Like, why wouldn't you? I don't know. I'll see tomorrow. I'm like, are you gonna have popcorn buckets today? Please.
But if I have time, because like I said, it's not like I'm not saying where I went to the movies was close to my job, but I could like take a bus and be at work like in 5 minutes. It's just so tricky walking across 42nd Street only because it's so crowded all the time. That's why I was just like, to have the pushback that I had at a movie theater that was relatively empty, really.
Mm.
But I will
And
give
it
them
was,
grace. I just won't write a letter. I won't be a Karen today. Well, I'm kind of being a Karen in this video, but at least I'm not going to write a letter because I said my letters are vicious. And
you
I don't
know,
have time to be mean to people who don't get paid well enough to be dealing with the nonsense.
yeah.
I follow people who are great human beings despite their views. I definitely, for me, I like people to challenge my views. Doesn't mean you're ever going to change my mind, but I think the problem in general is people get really upset when you don't agree with their views.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to entertainment, specifically with entertainment. I'm like, what are we doing? But
Oh yeah. When
you
it comes
know,
to like movies and
yeah,
fictional stuff.
political, religion, that's different. But I'm just talking about entertainment. Like the whole point is just to share our views. And if you don't agree, that's okay. So, me and Tori belong to different fandoms, and honestly, they all mirror the same thing. Like
Mhm.
the minute you step out of line, people start crumbling. I'm like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. But you know, I get it. We're passionate about the things that we love, but it shouldn't be at the cost of fighting someone about their opinion. Like, whether you agree or not. I don't agree with a lot of stuff. I still let people speak their mind. And sometimes they open up my mind about something. And sometimes I still whatever. But not the point to change your mind. It's just to share, give some good feedback, and that's it.
Yeah. One thing I can't stand is like when you. I don't know. I find this. I feel like I get this from people a lot. I don't know what it is, but like when when I'm saying something or like stating something and like people try to challenge me on it, like they try to turn it into a debate. I'm like, what are you even like? What are you even talking about? I could just like, and I feel like I get this a lot. Like at work, I could talk about the fact that like the water in the ocean looks blue or something like that, and like there's somebody there to try and argue me down on it. Like you just state a fact or something like that, and like people just want to do that, or like yeah, I've gotten in arguments where not arguments, but like where I would say something kind of like with music and stuff like that. I said something and someone took offense on the behalf of someone else, and then they try to start it and turn it into an argument. And I was like, well, what you're criticizing me for is like what you're doing, what you're trying to say that I'm doing, is what you're actually doing. And
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, that's when I'm just like, okay, you can have it because I'm not about to.
So I always get challenged about lifestyle choices. So I'm more of a holistic person. And so some people will challenge me on certain things. And I'm like, everything I'm stating is literally, you could search it at Google or Chat GPT. Like, this is
Mhm.
not my opinion. It is fact, what I am saying. Just because we were taught something in school that contradicts what I just stated to you doesn't mean I'm wrong. And I'm not saying you have to live the life I live. I'm saying that I'm doing what I'm doing for holistic healing reasons. And I find that so weird that people get so offended about your choices. And I'm like, you know
Right.
me, Tori, I've never pushed my lifestyle on you at all. When we go out to wherever we go out, I let you be. I don't do no weird stuff. Like, this is my choice. But it's just like, why people get so upset when you choose to you even live your life differently? or non-traditionally. So
Mhm.
I find people to be challenging in that way. I'm like, oh wow, like it's okay, like it's not that deep. I've never actually one time I went to a party and showed up with something that wasn't in my lifestyle. People thought I was Lulu, but I was just like, none of you guys eat like I eat, so out of respect of the hostess house, here, this is something I don't eat, but I'm not gonna be crying about it. But hopefully, as we grow in this beautiful world called social media, that we are open to listen to people's opinions without fighting them and
Mhm.
being mean. There's a I don't want to get in specific, but there's a YouTuber now being attacked that I love dearly. They shared their opinion about something and it's just mutated so badly. And I'm just like, isn't this a form of bullying? Like, what is going on? But I don't
Like,
know.
y'all, this is the internet. Please go outside and touch some grass. Yeah,
No, I
y'all.
be honest, I'm one of those people. If I can do everything from my house, I probably would never see the sun. But thank God I have to work. Thank God, we travel. Even though y'all have to drag me out the house, I'm such a homebody. Like when we were in the pandemic, I adapted so quick it was alarming. But I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
I didn't set foot outside at all. I didn't even go on my
but
porch
then the scary
for
part
a
is
month.
I loved it. It's like so there's four of us. So me and my brother, the one who passed away, were considered the nerds and the outcasts. And then my sister and younger brother are the popular ones. And so, like for me and my brother, when we went outside, it was like hours of being taunted about us talking different or being different. Or I'm like, I don't have time for this. And I felt safe in my home. My mom made our home so safe for us that it's just like I just still find safety in my home. And I mean, I don't get ridiculed as an adult. I mean, not as much, but I just feel safe at home. It's like it's a weird feeling that, but I think it stems from my childhood. It was just like outside met you're going to be teased or bothered or isolated, or I was a fat kid, so nobody ever really wanted to play with me. So I was just like, fat people. And I was actually really athletic though, but no one gave me the chance to like realize just because I was chubby doesn't mean I can't run. And then it's funny when people would pick me, they go, "Oh, she can run fast." Yeah, you never gave me a chance. I'm just fat, not handicapped. But oh no, I mean, you need air. You need to touch the grass.
Mhm.
Um, I do love to be outside, but isolated. It's like keep the people away. But that's so weird. Right? This is so interesting.
Yeah, they'd be like, well, technically, scientifically, the sky is blue, it reflects off the water, so really it's not blue. And then I'll be like, hence my words, the water looks blue. Water looks blue. The water looks blue. Don't necessarily say it is blue. Like it just I'm just done with those conversations because I used to try and like stand my ground with it, but I'm just like, you can
Oh, I
have it.
don't at all. But I've learned if somebody has no desire to look into what you're saying, without making any arguments, I find a way to be quiet and in the conversation with, and I gotten really good at it because I was just like, this
Yeah.
is so weird. Um, Even with studies with certain diseases, like I've gotten really good at learning like how to slow them down or reverse them. No one ever wants to listen to me. And again, everything I'm saying is so much in books and textbooks. Like, you know what? This is your journey. I'm just gonna walk off. I'm the kind of person though, like if you have a health crisis, I'm always gonna offer to share certain things with you, like including like the herbs and stuff. But most of the time people don't want to like learn about their diseases. And even here, like No Talent was writing, like nutritional health choices are based on individual overall health, genetics, age, height. Yes. I know for me, certain foods I get so sick. So sick when I eat it. Even like if I have too much junk food, I get really, really sick. Or processed food. That's a, you know, but most of Americans eat processed food. That's just like the new normal, which sucks. What? My mom will fight to the death.
Oh, wow.
Even though we were all over. That's so crazy. Listen, in New York, so during the 20, this is so off topic of of this thing, but in 2020 they wanted to rip down the Christopher Columbus statue, and they were like, so our I think it was our governor or something, he's like, there's no way I'm taking that down, there's no way I'm taking it down. And I was just like, oh my god, the city was so up in arms over it. But it was just like, that's one hot topic right there, is Christopher Columbus. Some people don't still see it as a holiday. Some people see it as a Holocaust. Whatever you fall, just read the books, read the facts. I guess that's all I got to say on that.
Don't be easily, just because someone says something is this way, that way, or there's two different sides. Don't be quick to pick a side. Do your own research for yourself. I'm just gonna say that, and that's in everything.
Well, you know, that's so I know you're not a Star Wars head, and I don't ever even see you being a Star Wars head, but that's one reason why I love Andor, because the buildup of the Empire was part of the things they would do to get control of land or resources and this, that, and the third. So Andor clearly has a lot of real world related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was just like, I think it was the people of Gorman. They wanted something from them, and the next thing you know, propaganda, making them look like savages, this, that, and the third, just to get control. And I was just like, this is so freaking awesome. It's just basically, you know, world history in the form of outer space. And I was like, if anybody's ever interested in getting into Star Wars, I would start with Andor. It's a slow burn. It's a little slow in the beginning, but trust the process. I love that series so much, you know. So, and some Star Wars fans can't stand it, and that's okay. It does have it is a little slow, because even I almost quit. I was like, no. And then they were like, trust the process. But we're going to end, because I know Tori needs to take care of some stuff, and I need to drain my eye and get ready for another day of YouTube madness and work. But thank you, No Talent, and thank you, Serena. We had Caitlin earlier in this series. Who else was in here? Oh, Profess. Thank you guys so much, and we will definitely be back very, very soon. Oh, Serena's still here. She's amazing. We might have to get No Talent on here. There is an option. Like, if you're shy, I say your wealth of knowledge can make up for mine. Like, the stuff that I know is so weird. Like, it'll be like pop culture stuff. You know, I know Tori's really good with historic stuff too, but thanks. Hopefully people will vote for Cobra Kai. We'll let you know the results.
What if I vote from like all 5,000 of my channels? She'll never know.
You can do whatever you can to make it happen.
Okay. Shoot.
But we will see you soon again. And yeah, keep praying my eye gets better so I can keep doing this. And then so my next post, Gadget Trish and Tori from Invincible Jacksons is out. Bye.